This episode is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the #1 seller of games and gaming accessories. And GatheringMagic.com, the #1 resource for Magic the Gathering news and articles.
I've played a fair amount with Splinter Twin when it had Ponder and Preordain. The cantrips have gotten worse, but the deck's goal is essentially the same. This is going to be rough, I think. I'm going to play Helmer Depths on turn 1. So I do want all of those, I think. I'm gonna play Slight, leaving up Pierce next turn. $19. He might mana leak it. I'll just play another Helmer Depths. Yeah. Alright, that's actually pretty reasonable. So I'm gonna try to build up for the turn 5 kill, I guess. Thought Scour. Oh. He might Thought Scour me, I guess. Which would actually be somewhat awkward here. See what happens though. No, a quick. He's going to take Pestermite, I predict. And things are going to get somewhat awkward. I guess there's a somewhat of a chance he just takes. No, he took Pestermite. It's the correct take. Alright. I need to not draw another Splinter Twin right now, so I'm gonna definitely crack this fetch. We don't have too much time. Crack blue red fetch. I'm actually gonna get Watery Grave, I think. Yeah. Alright, well, there's the card I need. I just need to not die. It's just gonna be hard. I have to Spell Pierce this, as awkward as it is. On his upkeep, I have to Pestermite him. No, I'm actually just dead. Because I have to block his thing. Unfortunately, I still have to block his thing. If I not played the fetch land, I guess things would have gone better. I know my top card and I think I'm dead. Yeah. I think this is one of the tougher matchups for this deck. Want Museum Skin, Duress. Lavamancer is kind of a blank in this matchup, I think. Also, if that... Yeah. Thinking about Spellskite. I'm not sure what they board anymore. Probably want it. I'm gonna cut 2 twins and probably a Pestermite, honestly, because they're much more fragile than the Exarch. Although, it's better to have it as a backup plan, so I'll just cut a cantrip instead. I think tempo decks like that one are the toughest matchup for Splinter Twin because it's pretty hard to see what they're going to have in their hand at any point. This is a pretty good hand. I'm going to play Halmar Depths on turn 1 again. Okay, draw Serum Visions. So, I think I should Visions before I Slight, so I can scry those 2 lands to the bottom, play Sleight of Hand to see more cards. Or actually, there will be 1 unknown card for me. Because I'll draw a land, then I'll see a card that I haven't seen. Serum Visions. Kind of do want that Spellskite. Play Slight. Well, I mean, I would rather have Pestermite than Spellskite, I think. So, just gonna take that one. I guess potentially I could have just waited on that sleight of hand because I knew I wanted one of the cards. So I think I'm gonna Pestermite, untap my land, and play Sleight of Hand. Take Serum Visions. Let's see what you reveal. Reid. Lightning Bolt. It's not pleasant. Does he have the red land, is the question. Oh, he had it. He's just gonna kill my thing on site, I think. So I'm gonna slide here first because I have no clue what's on top. Going to take duress. I'm gonna crack my fetch before playing Serum Vision so I get the full effect. Oh, I don't want any of those. So I'm gonna need to find a Exarch or thing really fast, otherwise I'm gonna die. Well, Inquisition. This is going to be an extremely awkward game. I think I'm actually going to take Dispel because it costs less mana for him to fight the war over. If it flips, I have basically no time to win this game. He still wanted the card he drew, though. Alright, well, that would be why. Alright, well, I have no shot of winning this game now. So that is it for that game. I don't think that matchup is very good in general. Let's go and look at the list real quick. So, like, I don't know, this deck just doesn't feel that strong in that matchup. Like, Dispel and Pierce are fine if you get your things through. I guess potentially I should just wait for Dispel plus Exarch? I don't know. I think this is Splinter Twin again. This is the kind of hand I hate. I don't think it, like, actively does what you want to do. So I'm just gonna mulligan it. Yeah, this hand's better. Ugh. Never really want to see that. Although, might be fine this game because I'm going to lead with Lava Mancer and I'll be able to shoot it if he doesn't kill my Lavamancer. Take one. So, let's see what it is. That seems weird to me. So I'm going to get Watery Grave, place Sleight of Hand, and just shoot his Glyph now. It'll have 2 damage locked in and be a 1/2. Oh boy, it's gonna be tough to beat. It's beatable, it's just gonna require I have 2 of those things, one to tap it down, end step, and then he'll shackles that one, and then I'll do my thing. Well, actually I could just expose it now and see what he does. That might actually be right. Actually, I'm gonna Sleight of Hand, Serum Visions, then just shoot his Delver now. Bottom. Bottom. So he shackles now. That's kind of weird to me, actually. Take Dispel. Like, so the thing is, he might not want to leave shackles tapped every turn, because it makes it much more awkward for any future Exarchs. If he just leaves it untapped, like, then I have to assemble 2 guys. What? Has he played a land this turn? No, but I think it's still not worth running into Lavamancer plus spell. Yeah. So he's gonna bluff it if he has it. And I can just afford to wait, since he doesn't really have me on too quick of a clock. Bottom both, I think. So, like, he can't really untap his shackles, but at the same time, he doesn't really want to give it back to me either. And I guess he could. Just doesn't seem good for him. think I have to go for it here. I don't think things are actually going to improve too much. Fortunately, if he has the bolt, I'm like super dead again. It looks like he has it. Yep. I was counting on him not having two pieces of interaction there. Well, we have to draw out of this again. This is why I liked Thirst for Knowledge in the deck before, because you basically got to dump all of these extra pieces that you didn't really want. More depths. Great. So I think I'm actually dead? I guess I can run out this Kiki Jiki. And it's right, because my hand is just full of that card. Nope. He's on blocking duty. No? Am I actually just dead? I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, I am just dead. Because I block one, take two, he cracks his fetch, Lava answers me. Yeah, I definitely feel like it's right to cut two of those things. Lava was actually really good that game, though. Trying to figure out if I need a grudge or not. I can shave on sights, I think. It's just like a very bad cantrip. We'll try that. I'm not 100% sure that's right. Sounds kind of bad. I'm gonna throw it back. This is essentially the same hand, but I think it actually has a reasonable shot of winning. Gonna get Water Grave with that one, I think. Water Grave. I guess I play Lavamancer now. I'm gonna Spell Pierce. No red. Spellskite. If he counters it here, I'm just gonna dispel. Like with Cryptic Command. Attack for 1. The March of the Eager Cadet. The Grim Cadet. Attack, I guess. Snapcaster. That's not good. I'm going to Pestermite his thing. Dispel again. Tap it. I'm not going to block his Snapcaster with Spellskite because he has Lightning Bolt in hand. Yep. Just going to take it. No reason to play this hand, I think. I can just play it next turn if I draw something relevant. Just gonna take it, actually. I don't think 2 damage actually matters by this point. Okay, I think I'm going to ambush his thing now. Let's see what he does. Huh. I'm going to say I did not see that one coming. I think I'm going to just Lava Answer this guy now. I don't think he has anything else really that relevant. Serum Visions. I think I can just wait to draw a Dispel, like... This puts him in a pretty awkward situation. Okay. Gives me more fuel for the Lavamancer. I'm not sure he really wanted to do that. think it's more valuable to have removal here. Alright, I can attack pretty safely now. Just slowly grind him out with damage, actually. Skite it, I guess. Alright, and during his upkeep I'm gonna tap his thing. Tap a land. Gonna tap Stomping Ground. He has plenty of blue, so... Okay, what's it gonna be? Lightning Bolt. Gonna Lava Mancer's Guide Response. So he has like no clock. Alright, well now he's dead. Break some mirrors, boys. We can really afford to be very patient, actually, if he's not killing us. So, like, not sure. I guess I don't need all 4 Lavamancers, even though it's really good versus him. I might cut a Pestermite. I actually think cutting a Pestermite's right. Keep in mind, I'm still figuring this deck out. Gonna keep this hand. It's a little bit awkward, but I think it's fine. I'm going to fetch up Steam Vents on turn 1. I'm actually fine with him countering this Sound Visions. Yeah, I'm gonna keep those. It's gonna give me a lot more information to know if I can just try to kill him on turn 5 or so. Ambush Viper, you got it. So I think the actual plan is Exarch untap my land, play Inquisition. Let's see your secrets. Gonna take Mana Leak. Don't really care about the other ones. I'm just not gonna block. Bolt and 2 dispels. Another bolt. Doesn't really matter. I mean, it kind of matters. So I have to take a bolt, I think. And then I need to draw another land, which should theoretically kill him. So now I have to block. He has Bolt, Dispel, Dispel. Oh, that's actually bad for me. So I have to block. This is bad. So Bolt, Dispel, Dispel. So I can't really get out of this one unless if I draw a Splinter Twin right here. I'm just gonna see what he does. I mean, pretty sure he knows that I'm dead. He's just gonna point at my face because... Wait. Okay, actually I wasn't dead. I see. Because that forces him to bolt that, and I knew his entire hand. So actually I'm drawing live if he doesn't have another burn spell here. Because I'm gonna play the Kiki again. See if he has it. Huh. Well, I nearly threw that one without thinking about what would actually happen since I knew his hand, which forces him to use the bolt on my thing. I think this is going to be the last one. Let me find the bug pack. Okay, I think that's it. Yes, I would like to play first, and I would like to keep this hand. I'm going to get Breeding Pool on turn 1. Maybe Overgrown Tomb, actually. Actually, Overgrown Tomb's correct. Overgrown Tomb. Inquisition, right on time, as usual. So he has 2 bolts, a compulsive, Island, Ground, Delver. I'm gonna just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna take a snare, I think. Because it makes all my Graves survive. I wonder if he plays Delver here or not. Okay, now he does. Gonna disfigure it anyways. It's too scary. Tarmogoyf. Played a Delver in the ground. He could double lightning bolt it, and I'm actually fine with that. As fine as I can be. He probably just, yeah, compulsive here. Seems better. Look, we have a never-ending supply of Tarmogoyfs, it seems. Don't really like Serum Visions that much in the non-combo decks. I think it's kind of low impact. He left both on top. Plays an island. Quick, huh? So he's clicking me. I mean, my hand's actually pretty sweet, but that's because I've not drawn any lands, so all spells all the time. This is a pretty tough decision, depending on what's in his hand. Alright, so he takes Abrupt Decay, so I think his out is like land plus Shackles. I'm going to disfigure his guy and play a Tarmogoyf, because I don't think there's much he can do about that. Then I can well, I mean, I think he's almost dead here, even if he has land shackles. Specifically, it has to be island shackles. Then he blocks 1, takes 4, goes to 3. I guess Sower of Temptation could be an out if I thought he played that card, but I don't think he does. I'm just going to attack him. Like, I think he has a click here. I guess not. I think there's basically nothing he can draw out to actually win the game. I'll let him keep those. Don't think they actually do anything. He bolts one of my guys, goes to 2. Maybe if I play Liliana, he leaks but dies, I guess? Okay, so I should have played Liliana. That was awkward. Left in 1 week before, but I don't know if that's actually good. Probably is fine. I don't like deprive that much here. This hand's pretty good too. Alright. I will Inquisition and so Forest Pool Pillar. I'm gonna take Snapcaster. It's like the only legitimate threat here. Play a pool. Crack this and makes Tarmogoyfs 3/4s, so nope. Delver is like an extremely awkward card without Ponder or Preordain to set it up. Alright, an opposing Tarmogoyf. It's fine. I'm just gonna decay his Tarmogoyf next turn and then attack for a bunch. Oh, he played Mountain, so he has Forest and thing. I'm just gonna decay because there's a pretty reasonable chance he has mana leak here. And now I can really just play a Bob safely. I mean, I don't care if he mana leaks Bob, essentially. He's probably just gonna pillar it, which is fine. Yep. Alright, so his last card is Forest, so now I can thread safely. And I think he's basically dead again. This matchup really seems quite poor for him. So, in general, I think Splinter Twin is slightly behind the Rug deck. Reid did note that Rug doesn't really have a good answer for Deceiver Exarch. I actually think Vidalcan Shackles is fine in the matchup, except it costs 3 mana, so sometimes if you tap out for it, you're just gonna die, which is not ideal. But I think, like, if he has a fast Delver, things become very awkward for me because, I mean, I just have to answer it or try to combo him off before I die to it. On the other side of the coin, when I was playing the Bug deck, in the games we played, it did not seem very close. To be fair, Reid said it was as though he was playing against good Jund draws, which I agreed with to a certain extent. Also, having 3 Abrupt Decays in the deck, I think makes the matchup very good because you can just kill whatever is bothering you and not have to worry about it ever getting countered. So, in general, I think these decks are fine. I still regard Bug as a worse version of Jund, and the Splinter Twin deck seems somewhat prone to having to draw the right pieces at the right time. It's not as though you actually have good cantrips to go find your cards with, and you don't have cards that dig you multiple cards deep, like Thirst for Knowledge or, say, Compulsive Research, because they really don't fit the theme of the deck anymore. But if you're going to Chicago, I'm not sure if this video is going to be up before then, but I would personally play Eggs, Infect, Storm, or possibly a Toon Jund list. And that's it for now. Thanks for watching.